A Valley News Live exclusive. Tonight, a portrait of evil. 49-year-old Keith Bishop was recently sentenced to 2 years in prison for assaulting his girlfriend in Moorhead. Bishop's trouble with the law began back in 1987 when he was accused of a double murder in Grand Forks and then went on to assault many others. Valley News Team's Neil Carlson profiles Bishop and looks at sentencing laws that some say need to be changed.
In March of 1987, the badly decomposed bodies of Keith Bishop's pregnant girlfriend, Pam Lentz, and her mother, Dorothy Lentz, were found in this Grand Forks apartment. Pam had been strangled, her mother, Dorothy, had been stabbed, and her throat was cut. Keith Bishop was charged with the double murder, but his trial wound up with a hung jury, and charges against him were dismissed.
The jury was hung towards acquittal substantially, and so that the decision was made to look for more evidence, which never came.
Since then, Bishop has spent the last 29 years in and out of jail for numerous crimes, including convictions in 6 assault cases. In January, he was convicted of assaulting his girlfriend in Moorhead and was sentenced to just a 2-year prison sentence because Minnesota sentencing guidelines limited his sentence.
You're left with a felony domestic, which is a severity level 4, which really, I mean, if you look at our sentencing guidelines, many controlled substance offenses are higher than a felony domestic assault.
For instance, if I got picked up with 5 pounds of marijuana, I could be facing more time than Keith Bishop?
You could be.
It's going to be a problem in our country in that our prisons are overpopulated. And so you almost have to have discretion as to who goes to prison at this point, or we have to build a lot more prisons, and they're very expensive.
Meanwhile, Keith Bishop, who's been convicted of violence time and time again, will be ready to hit the streets again within the next 2 years. In Grand Forks, Neil Carlson, Valley News Live.
If Bishop had been convicted in North Dakota for that string of assault crimes, he could have spent as many as 10 years in prison for the latest conviction.